Hey guys, this is Will over at MCGTechTalk, and today I'm going to talk about the Turtle Beach XP7 headphones. These are gaming headphones. They're 5.1 surround sound that are designed to go in kind of everything when you buy the big one, buy the big set. This is a PC gaming mostly headset, but it can also get plugged into the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about just the headphones. With them being 5.1, you can really hear everything around you. I'm super surprised about the quality of the sound coming from these things. I do wish the ear cups... Here, let me switch them around. I wish the ear cups were a little rounder, bigger. I really like those with the Kraken 7.1 V2s because it felt like it went over the ear and there was no squishing. After a while, it starts to get a little sore, but it's something you just get used to. There's a nifty little breakaway cable because this is all it seems to be there. But this has a nice little breakaway cable, the 3-foot long braided cable that goes into a 3.5 millimeter jack, which you could plug in your phone and use it that way. Plug it into any 3.5 millimeter jack, it'll work. But what it's supposed to do is get plugged into this guy. Now this is the main controller for it, and this is the volume. It's got a little mute button. You can change game chat, regular chat. It also has a whole bunch of presets that you can put on here. I like this for the most part, but if you're gaming and you want to change something and you're not looking and you like fat finger or accidentally brush up against any of these little buttons, because all of these are buttons. Every single button. Let's see if I can get a little closer. It's harder to see with the lights not on them. But this is full of buttons, and then there's buttons down here, and then there's two little buttons down here that I press different ones all the time when I'm just trying to like turn the volume up or down a little bit. But it's okay. It does come with a little clip on the back, so that way you can, if you're gaming standing up and you want to be able to have like a 6-shooter or something, it's there for you. I don't know if I'll ever see anybody actually use it. It is quite heavy, so the little rubber feet, it won't move very much, if any, at all. If you see at the end here, there are two cables, or two ends to this. You have this little port here and the USB. Luckily, if you're hooking this up to a PC, all you need is this plugged in, and then obviously this gets plugged into this end, and you're good to go. One extra little nice thing is it's got a little audio out that somebody else could plug into, and then they can also hear it. If you want to hook up a mic, which it does not have an inline mic, that's what this little hole is for right here. It's got this little guy here. It's keyed so you can't put it in wrong, even though I mean it's a little regular jack. It doesn't matter which way it would get plugged in. Maybe they just did it for friction. But it goes in real nice. The mic wire is super good. It doesn't seem to move, so you can put it exactly where you want, and it won't like bend down. There's no like action afterwards. But what I like is being able to unplug it, because if you're not going to actually do the mic stuff, maybe you're just watching a movie or something, you don't have it all up in your face. You're not going to have to watch a movie like this, or it could go up, but I like the ability of being able to remove it. There are removable faceplates on the side. Let's see if I can't get one off in a decent time. So if you wanted to switch it out with something that isn't Call of Duty or their standard white ones, I haven't really seen any of the other ones, so it seems like it was something that could happen, but it didn't. The XP7 comes with a whole bunch of other cables, though. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. This is everything that you need to hook up to a console, which seems to be a little ridiculous. Here's the controller. Here's the controller box that gets plugged into this, which then you need to have. Where is it? This is a mic or mini. It's a mini USB cable to regular USB that gets plugged in because it needs to supply power, and then that's where you have to have these secondary ones plugged in. and then you have to go into your digital, and there's like an extension cable, and it's a mess. If you're trying to do this on the Xbox 360, you need to have this plugged in, so that way this is the Xbox 360 chat cable. You need to have this plugged into your controller to be able to chat. So you'll have a million different wires, which I don't know. Maybe it's just because connecting to a console and being able to get all the fancy functionalities of the 5.1, it has to go through the digital optical cable and all that stuff. But it feels like why? This is not plug and play. This is read the manual a couple times and then wish you were putting together an IKEA table. All of this here is $500 off a Newegg, which is super crazy expensive. But the sound quality on this is amazing. You can really hear everything. You can fine tune the direction that the speakers are coming out. It'd be kind of cool if it actually like mechanically moved tiny speakers certain ways, but it's all that'd be too much. But you can spend hours configuring the perfect sound for this. There are some presets you can download off of Turtle Beach's website. So a couple that stuck out to me because I really enjoyed the game was Mordor, Shadow of Mordor. You can have it to where you hear a lot of footprints. You can have it really boom out the dialogue for you. Have it just be bassy for if you want to listen to the music. Overall, the sound quality on this is super good, and for $500, they should be super duper good. The configuration utility for this is a little rough, and if you do purchase these, you're probably going to have to update the firmware, which I recommend actually downloading the latest firmware and then manually selecting it when you open up the app for the first time. But there's a lot to be desired. I feel like Turtle Beach should probably hire some UI designers because configuring and tweaking things, it's super weird. And I have an ultra wide monitor, and the thing shoots out, the equalizer and the configuration shoots out super wide, so it filled up about 3/4 of my screen. And I would think that if you were on a 1080p, that it would probably go all the way out. And there's no way to shrink it, which is maddening. There's no way to slide it over to the side and have it like double up and reconfigure, which it was rough the first couple of times I was playing with it to see what I could do and how I can do things, and you save things on the wrong profile or it doesn't save. But one good thing though is the profiles that you do make will actually go onto here. So if you plug it into another computer and you download the equalizer, you don't have to reconfigure everything. It's gonna be here. Man, that equalizer really is rough. That feels like I'm using like Apple, like iTunes 1.0 or something. It's real bad. I don't even like Apple products, and it's terrible. This is not a system that you're going to be able to buy, plug in and play. You're gonna buy, plug in, play Destiny or Injustice 2, or you're gonna plug it into your PC and then configure for like 30-40 minutes. So expect to have some time with it and play with it. The more you use it, obviously the better you're gonna get at it. But it should be a little more streamlined. I played with it and it did not get too loud for me. I wish I had the option of being able to max out the volume and then not be able to have it over my ears. Just so I knew that I would never max it out. But the sound quality is still super good. You can get these are all the bells and whistles and everything. All of this, I think, doubles the cost by $250. If you just get the what was it? The 7 XP? Is it the? There's another one on here that is a little cheaper. It's $250, and it doesn't come with any of this console stuff. So if you are just a PC gamer, It comes with pretty much this, which $250 is still, I want to say, worth it. If you want to spend some serious cash on something, and you want your ears to really hear those angels sing, you can't go wrong with this thing. It's probably one of the best headphones I will ever listen to, and hopefully it lasts really long. I do wish though that it turns sideways like this, but only one way. So it can't go 180 degrees. It only goes 90 in one way. But that's like nitpicking right now at this point in time. Overall, it's just, they're so good. They do feel comfortable. They do squish your head real nice. But these are definitely, these stay hooked up to my PC now, and this is just what I use because there's no need to use anything else unless I need to go wireless because I'm too far away and I don't want a million bunches of wires. It's a really good product, and you should all go out and get it.